Keeping it authentic. There's no airs and graces on this channel. If that's what you want, then go and look elsewhere. But yeah, we are down to earth and authentic on this channel. But yeah, I'm really sorry with the comments. I'm going to have a problem with it like I did last week, because I can just about see it. I can just about see it. And I have to flick up and down. So yeah, who else have we got in? Yeah, who is interfering with this? Absolutely. Am I a counsellor? No, I'm not a counsellor, darling. No, not a counsellor. No, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a quantum hypnotherapist. Past life. I say quantum covers past life, really. So past life is just a name that the masses know. Eventually, everyone will understand what quantum means and how we work with different energy. Yeah, exactly. Of course they don't. They don't want us to share. They don't want the light going out there. And it's really interesting because I'll do the cards before we go on. So this week we've got Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. You know she's one of my favourites. Hello, Sharon. Hello, darling. Yeah, I don't know what was going on before. Anyway, we'll have to make do. Hopefully we'll all be back to normal next week, she says. But anyway, they're the cards we got. So the first one we got was attachment, which is quite interesting tonight because the session that we're doing tonight is working with our solar plexus, which most of you will know that's watching this. If you can give this a like and if you can give this video a share, it really helps push it out so people can find our beautiful group. But anyway, we got attachment. And like I say, we're working. Steph's saying I used these cards the other day. Yeah, they're kind of my old faithfuls. They're not the first set I ever got, but they are one of the, pardon me, excuse me. They are one of the early sets of cards that I've got. And I'm going to have to sell some of them because I just literally haven't got room. I've got 30. The last count, I had 33 sets. Don't really need 33 sets, but anyway. So yeah, we got attachment. So because we're working with our solar plexus tonight and we're going to be doing a bit of releasing, I'll talk more about the hypnosis that we're going to do in a little while. But anyway, so the cards, so whatever you're attaching to, and it doesn't always mean about us attaching to something or, a person, a situation. It doesn't always mean that. It can mean, it can mean a belief that you need to let go of. It can mean a thought process that you need to let go of, something that's holding you back. And as we know, and as you always hear me parrot every single week, is the mind love what's familiar. So it will hang on to what's familiar. That's what it will do. It will hang on to what's familiar. So that attachment, like I say, it might not even be, you will know what that is. I know what it is for me. 100%. I know exactly what it is for me. Hello, Kenzie. Hello, Petronica. Yeah, we're winging it again tonight because it all went Pete Tong or TITS up with with the equipment set up. I even tested it in the week because beautiful Anne Mullen messaged me and said, oh, did I miss something? I said, no, I didn't realise a video came out as a test. So I tested it all in the week and it was all working. But anyway, whatever, the energy can do one. So that's the attachment. So think about whatever that is for you. And I'll talk more about that when we go into the session, because we will be doing a declaration of sovereignty. I keep getting what's downloaded to me is we need to be sovereign beings. We need to be using our discernment. We need to be going into our heart space and also your solar plexus as well, because that's your yes and no center, right? They say it's the third. I see it as the fourth because I include the navel chakra, or some people call it the lunar, which is in your belly button. But technically, if we're just dealing with just the 7, it's your third chakra. And like I say, all the regulars here will know this. But if you're new to spirituality and you're just, kind of dipping your toes in, that's what it means. So anyway, we've got attachment. And then the bottom of the pack, we got yin and yang. So as we know, it's the male and female. And just look at the numbers, 22. What was the other number? The other number was 5. So there you go, change. So 5 is all about change. But like I say, think about what you need Yeah, oh, you found a sort of, yeah, honestly, I don't know, bloody carnage. But anyway, we're winging it tonight. So number 5 is all about change. And like I said, we got yin and yang. So as we know, that's the male and the female energy, which we need a balance of. We need masculine energy for doing, moving forwards, that energy, that really, you know, that's a real doing energy. Whereas the female energy is the being. It's just being. And it's gentle and it's soft. But also the yin and yang is the dark and light as well, which fits in with the theme that we're working with tonight, which is your solar plexus portal. But the transition to all those energies that are coming in and everything that's changing around us. And I don't know about you, but I'm still really finding it challenging, and I will be real about it, is staying away from the negativity and the division. I just really feel, normally I stay quiet. See, years ago, if you'd have known me years ago, that's why I'm kind of shadow banned on Facebook, on my personal page, because I was always just putting the information out there for people to make their own decisions. I'm never going to say to anybody, this is the only way and this is the right way, because there is no right or wrong. But there is definitely, at the moment, there's definitely everything that we're being told, and I've spoken about this many, many times before, everything that we're told is bad. It's absolutely the opposite. So all these figures that we're told are bad. It's actually the opposite. But unfortunately, and certainly in the UK, I can speak wholeheartedly about the education and what they're doing to young people. It really makes me sad. It really, really makes me sad, because we're not encouraging children to be critical thinking. It's, unfortunately, they're being molded, because the neuroscience says, you know, especially in the work that I do, for years it's been 25 is when the brain is fully formed. But now neuroscientists have made new evidence and new pathways into it being 30. So when you think about everything that's going on, it kind of upsets me. I try not to get too dragged into it, right? But we're not teaching the kids to critically think. We're teaching them, unfortunately, they're being, I've got to say it, brainwashed. They're being brainwashed. And all I can say is I've worked in education and I've seen that not all the kids buy it, which makes my heart sing, because they are fighting a real battle with a particular side. And it's not even about, I don't want to go too much into all that again, but it's not about left and right. It's about what's right. It's not who's right, it's what's right. And unfortunately, the way the world is anyway, we've got to navigate through that. That's that. So Lorraine, say it. What's that? Whatever. Oh, Loretta's saying it's probably my end. Whatever Lorraine says, it's repeated. It's nuts. I don't know what that is. No, I've got my other microphone off. That's unplugged. So it's not this end. I don't know if anyone else can hear that. Yeah, thank you, Anne. Yeah, if you could click the like button, that really is amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, really do, because it gets it pushed out into the algorithm or whatever it's called. Leanne. Hello, Leanne. Hello, darling. I'm glad. Yeah, I think it might be your end, Loretta. Maybe log out and come back in. Yeah, all light. Yeah, please. Thank you. And Kenzie's, I'm fine here. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I've just realised the state of me, because I think that's where I was sweating. I was sweating like crikey. But anyway, so it's really, really, it's such a, we've got this going on for a long, long time, unfortunately. What I've been given, yeah, love the energy, love this energy, bonkers. Yeah, I know it's bonkers, but I won't give up. That's the thing. I'm born on the cusp. I'm Aries and Taurus, and when I was younger, I was definitely Aries. As I've mellowed, I can still bring the Aries out, but yeah, it's really weird. But anyway, I'm born on the cusp, so yeah, But what a time to be alive, though. Yeah, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. It's all beautiful, all of it. Emily's saying, hello, Emily, darling. Hope you're okay. Sorry if I'm leaning forward and you've got a full full throttle of my freckles and my eye bags. But yeah, I don't really give a monkeys, to be honest. I'm doing all right for 58. I think it's because I've got a little bit of timber. I think you can be a bit more, yeah, you can get away with it a bit more, can't you? But anyway, so what are we doing tonight? Like I said, we're working with the solar plexus, which we know governs. I put a poll in. Oh, it's gone in the other one, so it's not here. I thought I'd be a clever dick. I thought, oh, let's do something different tonight. Let's add a little poll. But yeah, anyway, hopefully I'm going to do a test in the week. So if you see anything from me in the week, just ignore it, because it's probably just me doing testing, 1, 2, 3. But, oh, it's gone. Honestly, brain farts galore at the minute. So anyway, yeah, solar plexus. So I was called to work with our solar plexus because we need to be able to tap into that energy. We've got our heart center, but our personal power is just below that. You know that anyway. Most people here know that. So like I say, that's your decision making. That's your gut instinct. That's your gut feeling. And Loretta's saying I'm bloody 60 this year. But you don't look it either, darling. Oh, Loretta's saying yours look gorgeous because you have a beautiful soul. Thank you. Well, it takes one to know one, doesn't it? There you go. Anyway, I don't know. I can't move that out the bloody way now. I don't know. I don't want to pull it too hard in case it comes down on my bloody head. Yeah, Emily, we just did have a solar eclipse and the planetary alignment and new moon this week. It all just adds to the crazy, yeah. Did the poll hit the wrong button? You meant to put strength. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if you can go back and change it, but I think that's probably dead, that one. Like I had to get rid of it last week. So it'll be on the vertical. I don't know what's going on. I think it's this laptop anyway. It's going back. So hopefully it'll be fixed. All it is, it's not even the laptop that broke. It was the hinges because I keep dropping the bloody thing on the floor. But yeah, I'll put another poll. And what I'll do is then in the, what's it called? Community page. I'll put it again in there. I'll put the poll again in there and you can do it in there. But anyway, so like I say, it's your yes and no. It's the home of your courage. You know, when you're just like, oh, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. If you've not read the book, I think I've spoken about it before. Can't remember who's written it. But it's only a small book. I think you can get it on YouTube as a free audio book, but read it or listen to it if you haven't already, because it's really good. Yeah, it's all old timers here. Yeah, we're all over 50 club, aren't we? I think there's most of us anyway. I think there might be a few. I think Gina. Also, I don't know. I'll get this held for review. What's someone saying? At least we haven't got that bloke we had last week. Yeah. Oh, it hides it. Yes, Kenzie, old farts. Yeah, like, why would you want to hide that? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, we're all old farts, but with age comes wisdom. Right? You can't buy that. And unfortunately, like I say, with the youngsters at the minute, it's like everybody else is, if you don't agree with their views, you're all uneducated, you're all thick, you're all stupid, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just like, God, that used to be me. Well, it was all of us, wasn't it? Well, we weren't quite that bad, but I think they definitely they're breeding. It's really not very nice. You know, just this superiority that everyone else is thick because you don't agree with what they're saying. And it's like, hang on a minute, we've been around the block here. We used to think like that. We used to think we knew it all. And then once you get to 30, 40, then you realise how the world really works. Right? And we've seen it all before. You know, I'm not going to go down the political route because I've you know, I think I'll probably get, shadow banned or whatever. But anyway, so like I say, we're working with that solar plexus energy, the portal, and we are gonna, it's because I was called to do this again. We did sovereignty last week. I've just realised, am I all on the bloody, oh, listen, I'm not going to touch it because if it all goes pear-shaped, yeah, then I'll have to go completely. But yeah, so talking about the transition, stay on track, Lorraine, right? Yeah, stay on track. So like I say, last week we worked with heart space. This week we're working with the solar plexus. So like I say, we're moving through such upheaval, and just so much uncertainty. It's really, really challenging, isn't it? It's so challenging. And I wish I could see all your flipping comments, but they don't move up. I don't know why. Old crones. Yeah, exactly. Bunch of old crones. We are, indeed. 100%. Emily's saying, I just turned 54 this week. Happy birthday, Emily. Well, you know you're going to get happy birthday off me. I know it's a bit late, but anyway, everyone, if it's their birthday, they get the happy birthday song. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emily. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray. Hope you had a wonderful week, darling. I really, really do. I really, really do. So, yeah, hopefully you did. You had a lovely birthday. And I'm always grateful for getting to a birthday because not everybody does. So I know a lot of people don't like getting older, but I'm completely opposite. Because there's quite, as we all know, as everybody here will know, well, my old Ray, he was only 50, God love him. Yeah, he was only 50. And other friends have lost along the way to cancer and God knows what else, bless them. And Petronica saying, my daughter's friends all sit and chat to me and listen. They love it. Yeah, good, I'm glad. I'm glad, darling. I'm glad. But, you know, I think it's not all the kids. A lot of them don't even go on. This is what I say to some. I shouldn't really get involved, but I can't help it at the moment. It's, you know, they're like, well, you know, you're in the minority. I was like, well, no, you're forgetting about the silent majority that don't talk about all this stuff online. We go to the ballot box. That's what we do. We're not going to sit and argue with people because there's absolutely no point. There's no point arguing. But you're giving some facts. And the thing is, I don't know how many of you are connected to my personal page, but I've been using AI, you know, just to look things up sometimes. And I keep getting this AI overview, whatever it is. And the amount of times that I've questioned it and said, that's not right. That's not factual. And they've gone back and gone, oh, yeah, sorry. We were using a newspaper article or we were doing this and that. So that's the thing as well. That's another place where they're going to dumb down the kids because the kids are looking on AI. Scarlett does it. And I will say to her, but why are you asking it that question? Because that's not even right, darling. And she's like, isn't it, Mum? I'm like, no. Like, argue back with it and say, show me the evidence, and it will come up and go, sorry, I'm wrong. So, you know, it's really quite scary. It's quite scary. But anyway, we're all here for a reason. Our kids chose us as parents and grandparents, didn't they? And grandkids and stuff. Hello, Ava. Welcome, darling. If you're new here, we're about to go into a beautiful solar plexus portal, quantum hypnosis in a little while. So yeah, so subscribe. We're here every Sunday. Normally, I'm not on vertical lives. It's only because I've had a problem with the equipment tonight. But yeah, welcome, darling. Hello, hello, hello. So Kenzie's saying you just need to cross-reference. Absolutely, 100%. But I put on my personal page today a screenshot of something that I was looking up. I don't think it included the topic, but I was like, this isn't right. Where have you got this information from? And it was like the BBC. And I was like, well, there we go. There we go. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that route. But there we go. And I was like, I need you to give me facts, not news paper articles, because they are so many times incorrect. And they were 100%. So there you go. So what is your view on ChatGPT? I think it's got its uses. I don't think all AI is bad, and it's weird. I don't know where my book is, and I say this every time I come on, but I remember when I was going through the awakening back in 2020, and all I was getting was AI. We weren't, you know, you're talking 6 years ago, And I just wrote it in really big letters in my book, and that was all I was getting. I didn't really understand it all because I don't think ChatGPT was even out then. You know, there might have been talk about it, but there wasn't really anything like the apps that we've got now. But I don't agree with it all. I'm not a great fan of the architect. I don't want to offend anybody. What's the guy's name? Oh, I can't think of his name now. What's his name? Somebody will tell me in the comments. For work tasks, I do use Claude. And it's very, very helpful to me. It saves me so much time when I've got, you know, business tasks to do. 100%. It really, I find it really, really helpful. ChatGPT, I do use it, not so much. You know, they've all got there's a lady called, what's her name? Sabrina Romanoff or something like that. She's a Chinese looking lady, or sorry, Asian looking lady, and she gives up, everything is free. She never charges for anything. She's flipping amazing, and I've signed up to her newsletter, and she gives really, really helpful tips. If I find it, if I find it, remind me. I was going to say, it's no good me saying I'll remember, because I won't. I will share her page or share her details, because she's very, very good at, like I say, tasks and, you know, designing photos, or I use, you know, Canva for thumbnails and things like that. Anything that's going to save you time, I think, is great. But I think relying on it for information, and I know, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. I can't think of the guy's name. Spiner. Or so, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's designed an AI, and it's called The Architect. And it makes my skin, it gives me the willies. The gooses, I meant to say. Hopefully I'm not going to get told off for using that word, because it's not meant in that sense. But it really makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, because your higher self knows. And whenever I don't use it for anything like that. Absolutely don't. Never would. Like, I trust my higher self, but you know, that's me, and I get that not everyone's at that point where they're able to trust their higher self or spirit, whatever they want to call it. It really doesn't matter. But if we're relying on an artificial intelligence that's pretending to be our guide, big fat no. Big fat no. Absolutely not. Like, yeah, I think if people want to use it, that's them. But do I recommend it? Absolutely not. Because this is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing this hypnosis tonight, because I'm being told to bring in for all you, for everybody, is your sovereignty. You being able to trust yourself. You being able to tap into your higher self. You being able to trust what you receive from the divine, your higher self, God, source, whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't matter. But the more that you can do that, the better your spiritual journey is. 100%. So relying on anything, even, you know, and a lot of you regulars will know, I'm not saying don't trust guides, but I'm saying there's a lot of false light that's coming in at the moment. And I will do a session on the kind of negative, parasitical energies, right? Because when we talk about attachments, I don't want to go too deep into it all, but we spoke last week, didn't we? If you watched this last week, we were talking about, you know, attachments and negative energies and, you know, psychic attacks and things like that. My whole stance on that, like I say, the regulars, you will know that where I stand with it all, is that can only reach us unless the only time that it will, where this isn't true, is if you've got a paranormal site, like we've spoke about sacred grounds, or, you know, old mental asylums, places like that. Yeah, you can absolutely walk into it, but just sitting at home in your own bedroom and you've got that energies coming in, there's definitely challenges with not dealing with trauma, with not healing, with relying on somebody else to give you the answer. and being at that frequency of fear, anxiety. You know, a lot of you that have done the healing to higher self course, and even regulars, you would have seen the map of consciousness and the layers of of our energies and thoughts and feelings that equate into frequencies. So all that lower, you know, grief, fear, anger, you know, shame, guilt. If you're sat in that energy, then yes, energies that are not working for the light are able to contact you or interact with you. But what happens is people get really scared. Their frequency goes even lower. So more of that entity, or whatever you want to call it, is able to come in and access. But I see them more as like parasites and fleas, really. You know, like, it depends who you speak to. Like I say, there's, you know, I don't want to be hypercritical of anybody else, but yeah, I don't sit in that energy. I don't sit in that energy. Can you? Hey, can you shout me out, please? My name is... Well, what's that? Sorry. Yeah, do you want to give me a bit more information? Because I'm not going to say the name. Because I'm not sure if you're trying to swing one past me there. Why am I giving you a shout out? Why do I need to shout you out? Tell me why I need to shout you out. And unfortunately, I'm not going to say that name because I'm not sure. My nan used to say the W word. I don't know what that is about. But yeah, no, I'm not going to shout you out, darling. You're welcome here. But yeah, I'm not going to... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So people do try and get in through the back door. But yeah, not always successful. So no, I'm not going to... Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to say that again. Absolutely not. But anyway, ignore. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to move into the into the hypnosis in a minute. So DT, because I'm not going to say your other name. Yeah, you're welcome to join. But anyway, so like I say, having that strong solar plexus and that energy center, it helps us to be able to navigate through all this transition, everything that we're going through. Excuse me. So that's why we're working with it tonight. And it's about you working out tonight. So think about, before we go in and do the hypnosis in a minute, about, we had the attachment card, which was really weird. And I do actually speak about you know, it might be a new beginning. It might be you letting go of something, whether it's a belief, whether it's a thought process, whether it's a physical habit, you know, I don't know, like smoking or whatever it is, vaping. I can't believe I've done over 1.5 years now. Yeah, I've done 1.5 years off the vape. Woohoo. It's like really weird now. When I see people vaping, I think, oh, you poor devil. I used to do that. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, there will be something that you need to let go of. Okay. So like I say, last week we was working with the heart center. This week we're working with the solar plexus. So we're going to move into that in a minute. So if you're new here, welcome. And what we're going to do in this session, so you're going to go to your own inner sanctuary. That's what you're going to do. And we're going to meet your solar plexus at a point of light. And we're going to call back scattered energy that you have. Well done. Wow, that went quick. Stopping vaping. Must be 2 years for me then. Yeah. Yeah, darling. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 years. Yeah, I know. I've not gone back. I haven't even thought about it. Like, it's really, it's unbelievable, but I'm just so glad that I'm off it now. I think that's why I packed on a poundage as well, because I started eating a bit more. But anyway, is what it is, isn't it? So anyway, so like I say, we are going to work with your solar plexus tonight. I'm going to sit back in a minute because I've got backache. Oh, God, and I've got the sweats again. Hopefully you can't hear the fan going like the clappers over there. But anyway, so yeah, let's move into the hypnosis. So if you're new here, settle in. We're going to do a lovely, beautiful healing hypnosis. Okay. I I used medication. I didn't do it just off because I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it that way, and it was a very interesting situation because the first time I'd used that medication, I didn't have a problem with it. The second time, it kind of made me go a bit funny. Well, quite a bit funny. But anyway, I did it, and do you know what? I would not change it for a thing. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't regret that one little bit, because I'm so glad that I'm free of it now. And I'm free from other things that was holding me back as well. You can't take it. Yeah, I know. There are other things that you can use though. Patches or whatever. But yeah, do it. Get off it. Because yeah, any addiction is a challenge, isn't it? Anyway, so let's move into the hypnosis now. God, it's so boiling here in the UK. It really, really is. But anyway, so Carol's saying your liver is bad. Have you tried? Obviously, this isn't medical advice, but have you tried milk thistle? That really helps with. And Kenzie went cold turkey. Tell you what, I take my hat off to you, darling. I really do. I really take my hat off to you, babe. I really do. But yeah, check with your medical or your doctor or whatever, but have a look into milk thistle, because our liver, we're able to rebuild it much quicker. So the rest of our organs, it depends what they are, but they renew at different rates. But the liver is, I think it is the most, milk thistle it's called. So like milk as in what you drink, and thistle was in the plant. But like I say, check with if you're on any other medication that is safe for you to take. But Kenzie said it was okay. You was ready. There you go. Well done, darling. I knew that there was too much for me personally. There was too much of an emotional connection there to Ray. Yeah, there was too. I know kind of it was a bit self-defeatist, but I thought I want to do it, and I want it done. And that really, it did help, but it wasn't as helpful. But the first time I did it to give up cigarettes, and I think it was a different experience. I don't know how or why it would be different, but when I did it the first time, I just remember having some funny dreams, and it wasn't that bad. But the second time, it kind of made me, kind of a bit aggressive, really. And not thinking straight, not at all. But what it actually did is it freed me from a situation that I probably wouldn't have walked away from. And everything is always in our highest and greatest good. So I'm really pleased for that. I really, really am. Because it's honestly, I just love life. I think everything just works out exactly as it's meant to. So anyway, so let's move into the session. Anyway, so like, as always, call in any guides, angels, spirits, loved ones that wish to assist us. Honestly, I'm just going to move that over. I don't want to move it too much because I don't want it to all go pear-shaped. So anyway, let's move into the hypnosis. So as always, get really, really comfortable. We call in any guides, angels, star family, anyone that wishes to assist us on this beautiful journey. So just allow yourself to get really comfortable and close your eyes if you haven't already. And just take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. And hold it for a moment. And when you're ready, just gently breathe out. And allow the day or evening to fall away. And another deep breath in. And out. And with each breath, the world outside grows quieter. The voices, the to-do lists, the worries, they all begin to fade into the background like a radio turned down low. And all that matters is this moment. And now begin to give your body permission to relax. Begin at the crown of your head. Begin to feel it release, feeling heavier and more at ease. Allow the softening to travel down through your forehead, releasing and relaxing your eyes and all the tiny muscles around your eyes. Release, soften and let go. As you allow that wave of relaxation to flow into your jaw, allowing your teeth to rest, untouching, and it flows down your neck and shoulders, allowing them to drop down away from your ears. And this beautiful wave of relaxation flows down your arms and hands, down through your chest, your belly, your hips, all of it softening and surrendering to the surface you're resting on. As it flows down through your knees, your ankles, your feet, as you sink and settle deeply at ease. Your whole body is safe and supported, and your mind is beginning to quiet, just like water settling after a long day. Now we'll use your breath to go deeper still. Breathing in slowly, filling your lungs completely, and hold just for a moment. And release long and slow, like a sigh of relief. Each breath taking you a little deeper, a little quieter. With every exhale, feel yourself settling, like a leaf drifting down as it floats down a river. You are safe and held here, and the deeper you go, the more peaceful you become. As you continue to breathe, I want you to use your imagination and imagine a staircase before you, leading up into a quiet inner room, a space that belongs only to you. This is your sanctuary. And with each breath, you'll take a step up. One, feeling the day fall farther behind you. 2, feeling your body grow even heavier and more restful. 3, the quiet growing deeper. 4, you are moving inward. And 5, and now you stand at the threshold of your inner room, and a soft light glows from within, and you can hear how quiet it is here. As you step across the threshold now, you know that you are home. Now bring your awareness to the very centre of your body, that place just below your ribs, your solar plexus. This is the portal that we came to find. In this inner room, imagine that place before you as a warm golden doorway, a port of light at the centre of your very being. It's always been there, just waiting for you to return. So place your attention there now as you breathe. With every inhale, imagine a warm golden light filling that space, like sunlight pooling behind your breastbone. You may feel a faint warmth on your skin there. With every exhale, feel any tightness, any holding, any lingering heaviness simply melt away. This is your personal power center. Breathe into it now. And out. Allowing the golden light to grow warmer, steadier, and more present with each breath. Now, from this place of stillness, begin to imagine your energy as a thread of light extending outward from your solar plexus, reaching toward all the places that your energy has been scattered, toward any worries you've been carrying, perhaps towards the moods of others you've absorbed without meaning to. Noise of the collective, the news, and endless demands for your attention. Each of these has asked for a piece of you. And one by one, you are now going to call it back home to you. Attention alone is enough here. Observe as that golden thread gently returns to you, like a ribbon returning to your hand. Notice the exact moment each thread settles back into place. Perhaps you hear a soft click, like a key finding its lock. One by one, any attachments release. What belongs to someone else returns to them. Feel yourself becoming fuller, more solid, and more you. This is your energetic independence being restored. You are keeping your power for yourself now. You are calling it home, and it is answering. Now take a moment to shift through what you've called back. Some of what you've been carrying belongs to others. And now you get to choose. Hold each thread lightly in your awareness. And ask yourself this: does this feel like me? The things that feel like you. The love, the strength, and the wisdom you've gathered. Let them settle into your solar plexus like treasures into a strong box. Keep them. They are yours. And the things that only ever belonged to someone else. The borrowed worries, the inherited burdens, the old hurts that others handed you. Witness them gently lift and drift away. You keep exactly what you need. You are simply making room for your own light to grow and shine brighter and brighter. And you allow your own personal power center to grow stronger. And here, in the center of your being, in the warmth of your own golden light, make this your own quiet declaration with certainty. And you say out loud or in your mind, I am the one who anchors my energy. I am the one who decides. And I decide where my energy and attention goes. I am grounded. I am clear. I am whole. The world may have shifted around me, but I remain steady, centered, and sovereign. Allow these words to settle into your solar plexus like seeds into rich soil. You are simply remembering what has always been true. Feel the calm confidence that has been there all along, waiting to be remembered. And now feel the transition that's been waiting for you. Whatever shift you're moving through, a change, a letting go, a new beginning, or perhaps an ending that is asking for your trust. You can meet it here, steady and ready, because your personal power stays with you now. It's anchored right here. You can stand steady while the world rearranges itself around you. You can navigate these energetic transitions as the still point at the centre of the turning. The chaos outside may swirl while you remain the anchor. You are calm and you are sovereign. And now let go of any need to make anything happen. This is the deepest invitation of all. Notice what feels lighter in your body. Notice the resonance of homecoming. Notice the quiet certainty rising in your chest. This change asks only for your attention, and you are giving it fully, here in the golden light of your personal power centre. Imagine, if you will, that this light is sealed within you now. A steady flame that stays with you through every change, every shift, and every day. A quiet reminder of where your personal power lives, your confidence, your self-esteem, and your self-worth are overflowing. Take a few minutes now to really embody your personal power. I shall be silent for a few minutes whilst you do this now. And when it's time to return, you will hear a bell chime. Now, in your own time, begin to bring your awareness gently back. You make your way and feel the staircase beneath you once more. And you begin to descend back the way you came. 5, stepping down from your inner room, carrying your golden light with you. 4, moving outward, back towards the space around you. 3, the quiet beginning to lift. 2, your body growing lighter, more aware. And 1, ready to return fully to your waking awareness. As you feel the golden light settle softly into your center, warm and complete. Feel your body supported and rested. Feel your breath natural and easy. And when you're ready, take 1 final full deep breath. And as you breathe out, gently open your beautiful eyes. Just wait for you to drift back. Kenzie, oh, I love hearing your stories because you always have a good one. I was up those stairs and saw a blue and red light in a room. Then you said, take your first step up. But funnily enough, you did say that you will see a colourful light. There you go. I think I said a golden light, did I? Yeah, I think I said a golden light. Carol said, oh, I'm back, but I don't remember anything, but I know it's still working. There you go, darling. You know the drill. Feel like I let go of lots of irritations. I saw purples and pinks swirling. I love that. Beautiful. Well done, Emily. Well done. Yeah. The thing is anyone else feeling really irritated? I'm getting really kind of short-tempered. Yeah, it's just like really little things. It's like I don't normally get agitated. Yeah, I don't normally get agitated, but yeah, things are just irritating me. So yeah, I feel you, Emily. I really do, darling. I thought of the stairway to heaven. Yeah, well, we don't want to be going there yet, do we? Yeah, we don't want to be going to the stairway to heaven yet. Yeah, hopefully we've got a few more years. Hopefully we've got a few more years down there before we go off up there. Yeah, I don't want to be going back. Yeah, me too. Wow, I didn't really want to come back. Went really deep. I love that, Petronica. My solar plexus was doing somersaults when you started, then felt really warm and calm. Beautiful. Well done. Hello, Ange. How everyone just made it now. Bless you, darling. Yeah, we just finished. It's been a nightmare, isn't it? Oh, Leanne, lovely. Lovely session. Hang on, oh, I missed that. I moved quick. Lovely session. Feel lighter now. There's been an edgy energy recently, so this has helped. Beautiful, darling. I know, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, there really is. There's a lot, isn't there? It's a lot. But we're being asked to let go. And the attachment card, whatever it is, whether it's expectations to an outcome, we've got to let go. Whatever it is, even if it's old beefs, even if it's old old situations or old relationships where maybe things didn't end as cleanly as we wanted them to. And this is a really interesting topic because we talk about closure. We're told as humans that we need closure. I disagree with that. That's a human ego-based theory. Yeah, when like whatever way you look at it, but we're told, aren't we, as humans in psychology or whatever, right, that we need that closure. But when you actually really boil it down, we don't always need the closure. But so maybe there's that. Maybe there's some forgiveness, because I think we will do a session on forgiveness. Yeah, it was a toss-up this week. It was either this or forgiveness, because it's such a misunderstood topic. It really is. It really, really is. In this, Natalie saying this heat makes me feel miserable and irritation. Yeah, irritated. Absolutely. I know, it's just a bit much now. It was so hot in my bedroom last night, but it was really weird because it didn't warrant, like, it's been hotter, but last night I got up to go to the loo and I walked back in my room and it was like a furnace in there. I've got a fan in there. I think it was the hottest it's ever been. It was really, really weird. Yeah, really weird. So Kenzie saying, I did feel a release at the end. Saw fawn blue and red to pure white light. Yes, I cannot say how irritated I've been on myself. Yeah, it is. And, I think some of us think it might be, menopausal stuff. I don't think it is, not all of it. No, we're not going to the stairway of heaven yet. Yeah, they definitely, I know, it's been mental. Leanne saying, feels like we've been poking at wasps' nest recently. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's been crackers. I've had to kind of check myself and go like, what are you getting agitated over that for? Like, bloody stop it. Yeah, patience has hit the floor at everything, even my own feeling. Yeah. That's where the snapping yourself out of it, literally clicking or clapping or whatever, of pulling your energy back to the 250. That's what, I've been doing that a lot, the clappers. But yeah, I mean, it's remembering the tools that we do have. A lot of we didn't have a lot of those when we were younger. But like, we're the old crones now. Yeah, and I thought it was my perimenopausal, so I can blame the energy. So yeah, I think, but the thing is, the human mind will always want to look for, it's, because when we know what it is, or we can give it a reason, that satisfies the part of our mind that likes to feel safe. So Jeanette saying, I couldn't visualise, but did go deep. It's been a while since I last did this. Thanks, Lorraine. You're welcome, darling. Nice to see you here. Hope you're well, because I know you were having operations and stuff, weren't you, on your knee? How's that going, darling? And I know you've had a lot on your plate. Bless you. Loretta saying, thank you. Lovely hypnosis. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Welcome, darling. Lovely to see you here. Natalie saying, it's the worst summer ever. Rain, please. I know. But the thing is, as well, it is a bit annoying, but also think about the chart, because the sun is life force, isn't it? So even though it's been physically uncomfortable, think about the charging up that we've had, which we don't normally get every summer, do we? We normally go in. Did you hear the, what are they called? Magpies. Did you hear them going off when we were doing the thingy? Yeah, they were. I think there's a little family out of there now. There's 2 like bigger ones, and 3 like baby ones. Yeah, really cute. Bye, Carol. Fire horse energy this year. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got another eclipse. Yeah, we've got another eclipse, haven't we, this month? Yeah, I don't know, everyone was going mad about it, and I thought, well, I remember the eclipse in 1999. I went down to Cornwall to Lizard. Point Lizard, what is it called? I don't know, it's called Lizard Point or something like that, but yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, it was incredible. You know what I've been doing this week? I just needed to scream. So on my way to work, I just shut my windows and scream. Jeez, it's been nice. Absolutely. I mean, do it into a pillow as well. You know, when I've got the energy, sometimes, yeah, I do punch the pillow or flick the pillow, you know, like smash it. Yeah, do that. Get it out. Yeah, get it out. Carol, I'm a Leo birthday. Is your birthday? You've had your birthday then. What was it, the 5th of August? Happy birthday. Did I say happy birthday to you? I think I did, didn't I, on Facebook? Yeah. Oh, Steph, you said, yeah, I heard the birds. I said hello to them. Yeah. Yeah, they were kicking off. I think there was a crow chucked in there as well. Leanne saying the lizard is fab. Yeah, it's beautiful down there. It's really, yeah, it's lovely. I mean, you got to give Cornwall. Devon's lovely. Devon's lovely. It is, don't get me wrong, but I think the beaches, Cornwall, blow the socks off. But we do the best cream teas, and the way they do it is just savagery. Putting the jam on first and then cream on the top. Like, I don't care whether scientists say it's the best. MD, you are too fast, speaker. That's a London in me, darling. This is quite slow. If you have a proper conversation with me, I speak like the clappers, darling. But welcome, subscribe. We do live hypnosis here every week. We've got a beautiful community, so come join us. So hit the subscribe button. Welcome. So what do you mean? What when my hypnosis is fast, or just talking? Loretta, me too. Went really dark in 1999. Yeah, it was. It was complete blackout, wasn't it? Do you remember we all had to have? I think they did it this time, didn't you? Over those glasses. And you stood in the garden with a sieve. I didn't even bother. Oh, Jacob boils you. Oh, welcome, darling. Hello. You're beautiful and you speak good. Thank you. Welcome. Come join us. Subscribe to our channel. We've got a beautiful community here. We do a live hypnosis every week. You're welcome to join us. But yeah, has anyone got any questions or want to ask anything? Because I'm going to go in a minute. Because, yeah, honestly, I can't believe the technology this week. Hopefully it'll be back to normal next week. Hello from hello, Scott. Welcome. Welcome, darling. South Carolina, but it's boiling out there. It's bloody hot in the UK at the minute. We're not used to it. Yeah, we're not used to it. Yeah, I bet you it's boiling out there. Didn't something happen there? Was it North? I always get mixed up. South Carolina. I remember reading, or there was a news story. Was there a fire? I don't know. I can't remember. Was it? I don't know, something. And I remember, yeah, it was something not good. Bless you. But Leanne, I have to be careful when I have a cream tea now, as I'm a Plymouth bird born. But now over the bridge. Oh, okay. Oh, you're not far. Yeah, but you got to have a Devon cream tea. I'm sorry, darling, but the Cornwalls, they're just savages. That's not right, putting the cream, like, you put the cream on because it's like butter, isn't it? Yeah, Devon is a bit, we do. We haven't got the best beaches, but we've got... Can you heal in a place where you hurt? Yeah, absolutely. You can heal anywhere. You can heal. Everyone's got the capability to heal. Absolutely, darling. You just have to believe that you can heal. And you've got the power. The power to heal is within you already. You've already got what you need to heal. Sometimes you might need somebody to hold your hand. Right? But you've got the power to heal, 100%. Come, I do live hypnosis here every Sunday, 7:30. Bye, Kenzie. Yeah, bye, Kenzie. See you next week, darling. Have a good week. And keep on screaming. Who's that? 94 degrees. What's that in centigrade? I don't understand. Yeah, we don't have air conditioning here, darling. We're not built for it. I mean, we had trains come off the track because we're just the UK is just so rubbish dealing with weather. We're just ridiculous. See you later, Carol. See you next week, darling. We're just ridiculous. If it snows or we get leaves on the line, the trains stop. We had trains derail in Lewes, Sussex. Scarlett came back from London yesterday because she was... Pardon me. Yeah, she was coming back, but there was delays and, yeah, on the trains. It was dreadful, but it's boiling up there. And Petronika's saying, yeah, I've loved the summer. Yeah, I know. Well, we don't normally get this heat, do we? We don't normally get this heat. We absolutely don't. Yeah, we're not used to it. Yeah. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions before I go. But yeah, you can. Changed Headman. Yeah, you can. Subscribe to this channel or go and have a look. I've got loads of free hypnosis. Not all of them time-stamped, but there's loads of healing ones there. If you go onto my main channel, under videos, there's hypnosis there that don't have all the chat in it. But if you look at the live chats, certainly for the last, I'd say 6 months, I do timestamp the hypnosis. So you can just go and do them, but there's loads in there. Start doing them and just listen. All you have to do is listen. Everyone's healing journey is so different and it's so personalised to them, but just holding the belief that you can heal and you can heal yourself, you're halfway there. The other half is the mental tricks and the belief systems and what we're told that healing isn't possible. Even on the spiritual journey, we're told that you can never get to a place of healing. That's complete enlightenment, absolute load of Toshiba, absolute nonsense. I was on TikTok today, actually, and there was, I'm just being honest, but there was a guy speaking about Kundalini, and everything was a process, right? And I just went on there and I thought, I can't not say anything because, quite a lot of people watching, and I thought, this, what he's setting people up to fail by saying, if you don't do it in this order, then even like to do with reincarnation, and you know what I'm like, because obviously the work that I do, talking about reincarnation, and, it was all Kundalini stuff as well. Right, it's just so outdated. And saying to anybody, you have to do it in this order. That person, it can it can actually keep people stuck. So I did actually say, look, you know, with love, please use your discernment. Even when you listen to my channel or listen to what I'm talking about, use your discernment, okay? But you don't have to do everything in a certain order. You don't have to do X, Y, Z before you can do A, B, C. Absolutely not. Like, your choice to heal can happen in any way that you wish it to. And yeah, anyway, it's just such an interesting topic. But go and look on there, darling. Go and look on there, because like I say, I've got loads of, this is why I'm here. I do quantum heat. House of Levinson just joined. It says quantum healing class. Do you do it live or talk about it? I do a live hypnosis each week on different topics. Like I say, if you subscribe to my channel, you will get notified, and if you switch your notifications on, and we're here every Sunday at 7:30, and we do different topics, okay? But you are working with me. I'm not healing you, and people that even call themselves a healer, regulars are probably, oh, she's off again. But anyway, you heal yourself. You work with somebody's energy, okay? We talk about it, and we do hypnosis, okay? Some of them are quantum based, some of them are just normal human based, dealing with beliefs, you know, whatever. This week we were working with your solar plexus. Last week we was working with your sovereignty. Like I say, if you go and look at the live videos, I've been doing this on here for coming up 2 years, I think. So there's a massive database of free hypnosis, but the live ones do have spiritual chatting. I do this live so that if people want to ask questions that they've got about spirituality, about their healing journey, whatever it is. So we do both. So it's an opportunity for you to come on and ask questions. So if you've got any questions, ask away. Okay? But yeah, subscribe and you'll be notified. I mean, I do put videos out, not so much, but I'm just finishing off the grief. It's not even a course, really. It's for anybody that's going through grief. It's about you just listening. So like I say, the hypnosis are there. They're all free. Go and have a look, because there's loads. Like I say, I think I only started time stamping them in the last 6 months. But now that you've got the AI on here, you can type in, if you swipe across, you know, you've got the comment box. If you swipe across and you go to the little star-shaped thingy, you can type in, when does the hypnosis start? And it will take you straight through it. Petronica, do you recommend cord cutting to remove any parasites? Absolutely. We've got cord cutting. There's cord cutting hypnosis in the archives. Go and have a look, because there's in there. But your parasites, absolutely. But you can just do a cleanse. You don't even need to do a whole 40-minute hypnosis or whatever with me or anybody else. You can literally set the intention to violet flame anything that's not in your highest and greatest good. But we did kind of a bit of cord cutting last week. But I know I've definitely done another video on it, a live on it. But I think that was maybe last year. But like I say, go and have a look. You can search. I'm not sure how you search on a mobile, but I know if you're on a laptop or thingy, you can search on my channel and type in whatever the subject matter. But yeah, absolutely cord cutting. But I would just, a violet flame. A violet flame is enough to do anything like that. Petronica, Paula. Absolutely. Literally, violet flame it. Yeah, violet flame. Yeah, there you go. You're already doing it. So you already know the answer. You already know the answer. But we doubt ourselves and go, oh, you know, what does that person do? But your soul already knows, and it's already been telling you to do. Do you do hypnosis for weight loss? Well, actually, there will be a program coming out. I've just finished. I've got 2 courses. I've got From Healing to Higher Self. So if you go into my bio, you'll see in there that you'll see the link to my website. So go and have a look there. And so I've got, like I said, I've got the grief one coming out. Should be next week. I was hoping to get it out this week, but just had been busy. And the next one I will be doing it will be an alternative to the GLP-1, whatever, I can't think what it's called now, I'm getting tired, sorry. So I'm going to be putting a package together for weight loss, absolutely. So because, you know, there's a lot of people that can't afford the, you know, Manjaro, whatever it is, okay? There's a lot of people that can't, a lot of people don't want to do it. So yeah, I will be putting, but I work with people one-to-one. So if you want to do a one-to-one, go and have a look on my website. I do work with people one-to-one, but I will be putting out packages because I'm mindful that, you know, not everyone's got the funds available to work one-to-one with me. So that's why I'm trying to put out more, just little courses. They're not expensive, and they're really good value. But yeah, the grief one's coming next. And then there will be the weight one as well. So yeah, so join. Hello. I don't know what your name is. Jay Shri Ram. Welcome. Subscribe if you want free hypnosis and quantum healing every week. We're here every Sunday. So Leanne saying psychic karma is something we bring on ourselves with thought processes, or is it part of your intuition or higher self? Someone mentioned this to me, but I'm still struggling with separation. Right, let me read that again. Psychic karma is something we bring on ourselves with thought processes. What do you mean by psychic karma? I'm not sure what you mean there, sweetheart. Do you want to explain a bit more? Psychic karma is something we bring on ourselves with thought processes, or do you mean psychic attacks? Or do you mean, I'm not sure what you mean, darling. Clarify what you mean. Or is this part of your intuition or higher self? Someone mentioned this to me and I'm still struggling. Yeah, I'm not sure if I fully can grasp what you're on about there. Do you want to type in a bit more? Night, Carol. Yes, Jeanette, sorry, I haven't done the newsletter for a while. I've just been tied up with stuff. And, you know, dealing with the physical stuff at the minute. But like I say, I will be putting one out. Where are we now? Yeah, there'll be one coming out probably September. But I only do them monthly because I don't like to get on people's nerves. I don't like to but you might get an email from me this week. But I'll be talking about the grief. It's not even a program, really. It's 3 audios. So it's helpful for people that are new, you know, of newly grieving somebody, or someone that's long-term grieving, because there's so many people out there that have lost, you know, like parents, loved ones, and they're like, I'm never going to get over it. And unfortunately, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we say that we're never going to get over something, we won't. We'll always be stuck in it. But yes, I will be sending them out, darling. But yeah, I haven't recently, so I've just been busy with stuff. As in, you have a gut feeling about a situation, e.g. someone cheats, but they swear blind that they haven't. And you have this vision or knowing, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me I'm just going to read the other questions. So psychic karma, is it something we bring on ourselves? So what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, is what you're saying is not you, but a person has the vision and they have that information come to them, but the person denies it. That is, I would personally, this is only my perspective, like I say, take it or leave it. But for me, I wouldn't say that's karma. I would say that's an experience that we've chosen, because before we incarnate, we choose everything. We choose our name, where we live, the souls that we interact with, the inner soul group, and, you know, the outer soul group, and then we've got the kind of outer soul group. That's that's how I understand it, and that's been my own experience. So you've got the 20 to 30 souls that are your inner, that you reincarnate with, and they are not always, you know, what we would call a good relationships. They can be, you know, really, you know, perpetrator and victim, whatever. Okay, but we play both the roles, not in each lifetime, but in other lifetimes, right? So how I would explain that is we've chosen that experience, but that can be really hard for somebody to swallow that's gone through high level trauma. I mean, I've gone through high level trauma, right? So people go, oh, you know, that's a bit much, you can't say that. But when we're open to that realm of it's just the chosen experience, it makes things so much easier to navigate through. So yeah, have I answered that question, darling? Like, it ties in up a cycle in your healing journey. Okay. Yes, but it depends, doesn't it? It depends on the soul contract. So I wouldn't say carte blanche, that's the end of the cycle. It may mean the end of a soul contract, but excuse me, what happens is, and what my experience and how I explain it is, when we have those visions or that knowing or that feeling or whatever, and we go against it, we're going against that. Well, it's interesting, we're talking about the solar plexus tonight, right? That's what we've been, Night Joyce. Yeah, I'm going to go in a minute as well. It's been interesting that we're talking about the solar plexus, absolutely, because that is your yes or no. And whenever we've gone against that gut instinct, we've always got in the poo, haven't we? I know for myself, 100%, every time I've ignored that gut feeling and the red flags, right, that have been like, you know, massive, like sheets, not even just flags, they've been like completely engulfing red flags, and I've gone, oh yeah, but you know, da 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 da. Then we end up in the biggest pile of poo ever. But yes, it can be, absolutely, but it depends in what context. It, you know, it's very challenging for me to explain or give a perspective when I'm not fully, completely taken on, you know, understanding what you're saying. But if we ignore that gut feeling, yeah, then we get it in another way. It comes through to us. It comes through to us in another way. Not even in always with that same person, but it will come in another situation with a different person. And we, you know, we've gone against our higher self, because that is our you know, our gut feeling, higher self, it's the same thing. You know, going into your heart space, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Anyway, darling, I'm going to go. But yeah, you can email me, darling. If you want to clarify something, email me. And, or if you want to voice note me, you can reach me on Lorraine Mary Dodder on Facebook. I don't know if you can voice note on here. I know you can send messages now, can't you, on YouTube? But yeah, if you want to clear something up or make it clearer, just, yeah, send me an email or a voice note, and I'll get back to you when I can. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you all. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you same time next week. Have a wonderful week. Much love. Oh, got a little fly coming. Just as I said that. Keep going, and most of all, keep smiling. And I'll see you next week. Yeah, bye, Leanne. Bye, everyone. Russian, good. Welcome. Well, subscribe to this channel. We do live hypnosis, healing hypnosis every Sunday. And like I say, I've got a catalogue of hypnosis for free in my channel. So love you all lots. Have a wonderful week. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Lots of love. Cheerio.